let's get into this. Hello guys, gals and non-binary pals, welcome back to Lotusbloom Gaming, and today I have this Outlaws of Thunder Junction bundle thanks to Magic Madhouse. They have sponsored this and sent us a bundle box for us to open and share the contents. If you would like one yourself, I've put the link in the description. Anyone that you buy does help the channel, so thank you very much. So we're going to check out what's in it, and we're going to also look at what commanders we pull and maybe do a deck tech on one of them. But for now, let's get into this. I was a little bit skeptical when they started announcing Thunder Junction, I'll be honest. But playing with the cards, there's some really spicy ones in there. And we have the little loot boy. And we have a really cool deck box. I always have one of these for every standard set, just to keep all my standard cards separated. Again, you got your tokens, your dividers, cool little tiny bones. We have the promo, Key to the Vault. I do believe in this set they actually give you the full arts, so let's go into this. So yeah, you get one of each full art, twice I think. These are very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So that is always good, especially if you're a new player. Getting basic lands at the beginning is quite a challenge, and then later on you just swamped. And then we have the really nice dice, or spin down I should say. And you get, what is it, 4, 8, 9? Do we get 9 now? 9 play boosters, yeah. So it's gone up from the 8 set boosters and down from the 10 draft boosters. But let's see what we get. So you get your usual commons and uncommons. A Harried Archway, that's a nice one. There's a boombox. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. So we have Spire Bluff Canal. It's a really good land. We have Loot Key to Everything from the Big Score. I was actually tempted to build this guy. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of card types among other non-land permanents you control. You may play those cards this turn. So, might be that one. We have the Prosperity Sheet with Clear Shot, and a foil Outcaster Greenblade, and a Human Cleric token, and a Scout. I do like these crime lands. These are very cool. So let's try and make sense of this, because we're going to have so many piles. So that one's a really nice mythic just to get. Let's get to the next one. Dance of the Tumbleweed. And then we have the Ankle Biter. He's a lovely little snaky boy. Zipossum. Okay. So we have a second mythic already. Rakdos the Muscle. If the camera would like to focus. So it's 2 black, black, red for a Demon Mercenary 6/5 Flying Trample. Whenever you sacrifice another creature, exile cards equal to its mana value from the top of target player's library. Until your next end step, you may play those cards, and mana of any type can be spent on those spells. Sacrifice another creature. Rakdos gains indestructible to end of turn. Tap it, but only as a sorcery. No, activate only once each turn. I'm so used to them being like sorcery, just to try and get away from things. It's just ingrained, but no, this is only once each turn. We have Essence Catcher. Deputy. So we do actually know there's the deputy, but who shot the sheriff? So we've got 2 potential commanders to build now. So let's see what else we get. We have, we could do an uncommon one. Crom Violent Cacophony. 2 blue-red for a zombie horror flyer. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Cram and draw a card. So we'll keep him here. Ferocification, that's a very angry mole. We also have another commander, Gem Lightfoot Sky Explorer, 2 white-blue for a 3/3 Flying Vigilance Human Scout. At the beginning of your end step, if you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, draw a card. So could be anything to do with Cascade, plotting, for C. Is it 4C? The one from Kaldheim. I can't remember. The Tumblewag, the Brushwag Mount. Ooh, Vanishing Verse in the Prosperity art. Exile target mono-coloured permanent. Skullduggery Foil, and another Crime Land, and ooh, there's the Handsome Boy in the art card. A nice Snakeskin Veil reprint, quite like the look of that one actually. I'd like to see that in foil. The Prickly Pear, Fake Your Own Death, and ooh, High Noon. 1 and a white enchantment. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn, and for 4 and a red, sacrifice it, deal 5 damage to any target. That's pretty nice. We have Prosperity Tyrant Scorn. And a foil rare, Step Between Worlds. That's quite pretty actually. You can see the Omen Path in the background. Each player may shuffle their hand and graveyard into their libraries. Each player who does, draws 7 cards and then exile this. Or we can plot it. It's actually quite a nice card. Foil Crime Land. And look at that sheep. Look at that chonker. He's one chonky sheep. So what's your favourite cards from this set? I'd love to hear, and what decks you've built from it. So we have... I quite like Raven of the Fell Omens, committing crimes and gaining life. And then we have another commander. Bristol, Roving Rancher, 2 red-white. For a human warrior 4/3, Oxen you control have double strike. And whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile the top card of your library. If it's a land card, create a 2/2 white ox creature token. Otherwise, you may cast it until the end of your next turn. That's a pretty cool one. Terminal Agony, Beast Outcaster, and we have... Ooh, who's that? Areti the Belugia. Belugia? I don't know. Very cool. My reading capabilities are a 4-year-old, so... Okay, so... Mystical Tether. That's a really nice artwork, that one there. Okay, we have another commander. Doc Orlock, Grizzled Genius. It's a bear druid, 2/3. It's not a 2/2, so can't be a bear. Spells you cast from your graveyard or from exile cost 2 less, and plotting cards from your hand cost 2 less. That could be an interesting one for like flashback. And then we have another one, Laughing Jasper Flint, 1 black-red for a lizard rogue 4/3. Creatures you control but don't own are mercenaries and different to their other types. It's interesting. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top X cards of target opponent's library, where X is the number of outlaws you control. Until end of turn, you may cast spells from among these cards, and mana of any type can be spent on them. It's an interesting black-red steel effect deck. Normally it's in blue. Ooh, Collector's Cage. It's another big scorecard. 1 and a white, hideaway 5. So, 1 and tap. Put a +1 counter on target creature you control. Then if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. That's pretty cool. Put something really huge under it and then just play 3 different types of creatures with 3 different powers. Hypothesizzle. I hope I say that right. I am getting everything everywhere. Seize the Secrets. Another crime land and a human rogue. So far I'm considering loot, maybe Laughing Jasper, because that's quite an interesting one. We have the Giant Beaver. We have a Frog Beast. Gold Pan. Oh, okay, we've got another one. Riku of Many Paths. Green, blue, red for a 3/3 human wizard. Whenever you cast a modal spell, choose up to X, where X is the number of times you choose a mode for that spell. Exile the top card of your library until end of turn, you may play it. Put a +1 counter on Riku, paths, it gains trample, or create a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying. So we could just have this and just loads of modal spells in our deck, which could take a while to play, trying to work out what our deck actually does with so many options, but that is an interesting way of playing. Villainous Wealth, that's a really fun card. I had a friend that played this in, I think it was Modern, and yeah, stole my whole deck. Drove a Grizzly Foil, Swamp, oh, and Raw Tile, a Bruised Tile, with all of his oxen. As I say, you can get one of these yourself from Magic Madhouse, who's kindly sponsored this, and if you use the link in the description below, it does help out the channel. And to be fair, these cards are very cool. Here's another commander, Mirim Herd Whisperer. As long as it's your turn, mounts and vehicles you control have hexproof, and whenever a mount or vehicle you control attacks, put a +1 counter on it. Beast Bond Outcaster, Rush of Dread. So this is a spree card, 1 black for a sorcery. So spree for 1, target opponent sacrifices half the creatures they control rounded up. Add an extra 2, they discard half their cards in their hand, and another 2, they lose half their life rounded up. That's quite vicious, I like it. We have Hindering Light, counter target spell that targets you or a permanent you control and draw a card. It's not bad. And a foil Frontier Seeker with another crime land and a foil Annie Joins Up. Annie Joins Up. Last pack. Let's see if we can get some more spicy commanders. Reach for the sky. There's a snake in my boot. Holy cow. Okay, this is a meme pack. Sheriff of Safe Passage. Oh, there is a sheriff in here. We got another commander. Leah Undefeated Slick Shot. 1 blue red for a prowess creature. That's a 3/3. Whenever you cast a multicolored instant or sorcery spell from your hand, exile that spell instead of putting it into your graveyard. It has become plotted. That's cool, so you get to cast it again. Anguished Unmaking from Prosperity set. Exile target non-land permanent, you lose 3 life. And we have another human. So we've got some really cool cards here, to be honest. So we have loot, which is tempting, I'll be honest. So let's see what other ones. I think that one would be a cool one. That one could be a cool one. And I mean, we did get Rakdos as well, which is another. They kind of fit together, don't they? Do I do the bear? The bear's quite cool. You know what? I honestly think it's out of these, but I think Rakdos would be changed with Jasper. So I'm going to have a think and do one of these commanders and post the video hopefully next week of a budget brew for one of these. I'm tempted with these two. You never know, I might just do all of them, but there'll definitely be one. And yeah, keep an eye out for that one. But otherwise, again, thank you to Magic Madhouse for sponsoring this video. Links in description if you want to get yourself a fat pack. Sorry, bundle. They used to be called fat packs, but that was my boomer talking. If you want to get a bundle, pull some amazing cards, get some great commanders for your decks, or build your collection. Yeah, check the link out. It helps out the channel. But otherwise, thanks very much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!